Welcome back to the craziness. And did you know that McDonald's is no longer letting little kids or teens come into their establishment? Check this out right here.
So you got to be 21 and up. You got to ring the bell, and if you're not over 21, they bring you the food outside so you can get it. Wow. Get ID to go into the McDonald's. They're not even letting people in who show. Well, he's not showing ID, but he's showing his work badge. All right, she let him in. That's wow, McDonald's. Wow, they must have some incidents over here. And then you gotta sit outside and eat. They don't even have no benches or nothing.
That's crazy. And they're going to kind of explain it right here.
Nostrand and Flatbush Avenues in Brooklyn. From now on, anyone under the age of 20 cannot enter without a parent. The New York Post reporting there have been several crimes linked to young people at that McDonald's. The Post reports the restaurant has hired a security guard to enforce the new policy.
So that seems kind of crazy, but there are some places that there are cops that are actually working inside of McDonald's. Like, what is going on? And you would think that I can't even call it anymore. I mean, imagine being, 18, 19, coming from school to the gym. You might have to go through the drive-through. I don't know what the case is there, but I do know that they're implementing this all over the world, especially Las Vegas. I remember when I was there last year, I go to Las Vegas for conferences each and every year. And I remember seeing several restaurants like this that had a sign on the door said, "We are carding everyone." And I guess a fast food place would be vulnerable to getting hit by customers who's wanting to go in there and either vandalize or steal or rob, whatever. And it's so crazy. You would think that, a simple restaurant could just have normal people come in and eat. But, Las Vegas is just huge. There's cameras everywhere, but still, they're allowing people to get carded. And regardless, I know in Las Vegas, like they don't play around. If you want their restaurant, if they have strict rules, they have strict rules for a reason. And they don't care who you are or how entitled you think you are, you're not getting in without that ID or whatever they're asking for. But here's what's really happening. And most people don't realize what's going on. And we're about to go through this whole thing. Everybody, you're not going to like it. So in China, as you can see here on the screen, they already have a system in place where you're putting your face inside of this little screen, and it already has a facial recognition system that allows McDonald's, the authorities, to know who's walking in and out. And to get inside, this releases. The door is there, and you're able to go and enter an establishment. And that's what it's come to. Like, they're starting with the IDs now, and they're making us aware of how things are going. And, the poor kids are dealing with this situation as we speak with ID or some kind of, well, you got to be 20, I guess, in some places. But this is the start. I know we're probably thinking as older people, oh, yeah, that's great because you have young thugs, that are going in there and they're just destroying property and all that. But the people who make the rules, they're pretty smart. They're going to start with the younger generation. So we are numb to it. And then they're going to bounce it on everybody else. Like, oh, instead of ID now, you just put your face there. And then wherever you go, it's going to be facial recognition. As you go through a drive-through now, it's more likely not a person. It's an AI that's taking your order. I know Taco Bell is experiencing with that. And so it's one of those that, we're getting faced with AI and all these upper techie stuff that they're giving us. And it's what the future is. Now, when you call or you get online, you need some customer service and you can't get it because all they're going to do is put you to a technical AI voice or AI helper that's going to uh, ask you what your problem is. And all you need to do is just say customer service, customer service, customer service, and they send you to it, a regular agent, and they're weeding out the, I guess you would say, the human experience these days. And it's not because of crime. I mean, they can blame it on crime, but they're getting us ready for the new tech, that's coming in the future. And facial recognition is the number one deal. Now we can walk into airports without having your passport and all that because they know who you are as soon as you walk in. This is what's going on. So having authorities there, it may seem like, oh, this is great, authorities there, but they're changing it right in front of our face. So what are your thoughts on this? Am I paranoid? Hey, look it up yourself. It's not just me. It's there for you. It's out there on the market. They're trying to make easier ways for you to, use services and goods. I mean, you already know with your phones. All you have to do is look at your phone. It's going to unlock it. You can look at your computer. It's going to unlock it. It's already being used. We are already been trained to use this stuff. So what are your thoughts on that? Are you ready for this? I don't know how I feel about it. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. This might be one of those gigs that, I mean, I don't think I really care to use it, but just to eat food, you got to have ID. I mean, if they're doing that now at restaurants, what if this happens at Target, Walmart, all these places that you go grocery shop? And, I even went to a store the other day called Whole Foods Market, which is scary. Did you know you can use your hands to pay for your groceries at Whole Foods? Yeah, you sign up, use your palm, and it's getting kind of crazy. I know some of you probably haven't been out in a while, but yeah, all the way in Oklahoma City to Tulsa, Oklahoma, you can use your palm just to pay for your food. This is getting very, very, very futuristic for me. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Just, slice my card, here's some cash. I'm out. What are your thoughts, folks? Let's hear it.